Just gonna deny time, deny space. Pushes it through, misses the shot.
Oh no!
Last attempt for Nightmare to get this planted, and he will be able to just in the nick of time, but stay quick to try to contest. The 1v2 from the high ground. Second, Tens taking care of the damage nearby. One more on the corner. Tens will find the third, and the defenders will only drop one in the way to a pistol win for Sentinels.
Very, very confident coming through from Tens as well, and he should be, one of the best players out there currently. He's just holding that line up until he's down to 18 HP.
Well, not the greatest start there for Valkyries. But they will be able to go into a couple of pistol upgrades, which, who knows? A good share of shots. Maybe you can find a couple of weapons, but Sick playing aggressive. We'll put the hot hands right down to the doors after he has found first blood. Curveball comes through, actually flashes another opponent, and then here comes the flank from behind. Oh boy, this comes down to one. Nowhere to go for Timber. That'll be a very quick 2-0.
Oh, this is 2.06. Is Viper going to be used? Oh, I'm sure Viper's going to be used, yeah.
Close into Garage, perhaps he's looking to flash.
Damn, there's a lot of viewers. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but 15,000 for a game that is kind of whatever. This is round of 128. Like, nobody cares. But the fact that that many people care is actually kind of surprising.
I mean, rotate almost instantly, and all 5 members converge.
Similar setup here as Shazam will play a bit aggressive. Doesn't like the look of what was coming down A main. Zombs is still playing pretty far up in this lower sewer area, but the spy cam comes out that he denies he will back up. No immediate flank pressure this time from Sentinels, so Valkyries will have an opportunity here to maybe get an execute off before it really collapses on them.
Sentinels have already rotated. I mean, look at this. Dapper's already into heaven. You have 2 players pushed up from Sentinels. Sick will be rotating through. They pass the trap wire. And now that they see the dash coming in through the jet play of Kuya, should be pretty simple for Sentinels. It is a 1-2-1 trade so far.
The weaponry good for Valkyries. They do go even. 3v3 situation.
Oh, nice shot.
His way onto the site. Nightmare, really good response.
Imagine Sentinels lose this.
Space, likely. Try to get this spike planted.
You know what? That's probably why people are watching. People want to see Sentinels lose.
For the final 2 duelists of Sentinels.
And the only reason I say that is because whoever's notably a fan favorite or on the top or whatever, people want to see those people lose.
Edgy pushed forward, and we'll find the instant trade. Spycam did see exactly where Sick was positioned.
Oh, good timing.
Probably heard that he fell down. Beautiful shots. And Valkyries with the AR round will
Hate Watchers? Oh, is that what those are called? That's a very fitting name, Hate Watchers.
Trades coming into A as well. You saw that with 3 members from Sentinels there, including Dapper, who had rotated to Evan. Valkyries trade 3-3. They get the plant down. The 2 rotators.
Appreciate the clout chat. Didn't seem to know about our game release the second quarter of 2021.
Tens actually gets the party started before.
There's no way.
Position to do much about it. So
there's no way. I don't believe it. I truly don't believe that.
1v1 from Yeji that could have gone either way, and for Sek, I
see.
assume that Sek would have had full utility remaining because he comes in pretty late. You actually see him. I believe he pulls out the hot hands. He pulls out utility right towards the end and ends up dying with it based on a timing. Sek was also one of the only 2 members on.
Ooh, a Guardian.
Had a rifle.
Ooh, Zombs, nice shot.
Another aggressive peek through short. Zombs will find it through the wall for first blood. That will weaken up Valkyries pretty considerably. We have yet to see them do really much of anything over towards with a Guardian kill.
Yo, use that ulti?
Maybe a bit of space for them to work with, because if you take a look at size, he's already pushed pretty far forward.
Oh, I really hope they clear this guy.
Cyber cage, so he'll back up to reset. And for the side of Valkyries, they have to make a decision on how they want to try to push through, because you do have a very aggressive member.
Oh, Sick, you're in the money.
He's done that twice in a row now, but obviously last time Valkyrie didn't push up, so I don't know.
Oh!
Sick has seen a barrel.
What
again,
the
so
fuck?
Awaiting the potential kill.
Oh my god, what a tease!
Back out. That's good information anyway.
Just the tip, and I'm gone.
At this point, because they've lost Tens over into mid, into B, Shazam's covered that position, so it's going to be solo defending from Zombs, anchoring on towards A. They're assuming that, okay, it's definitely not going to be C because Sick has seen a barrel and then everyone's gone away. At this point, it's up to Zombs. Once Zombs sees the first member, expect Sentinels to rotate very quick.
And how much help will he actually get from the Sova up top in heaven is the real question. There's the recon bolt down. Zombs good.
Clean shot.
Second Shazam, meanwhile, simultaneously holding down the angle. We'll
I gotta
find
pee.
The other 2 through
really bad.
Long, and Sentinels cleanly hold the A site.
I'm gonna go pee.
Really nice from Zombs.
It's an eco anyway.
So far, ultimate available. And I think the fact that Zombs will push up even further, and at this point they know it's not A, B's looking pretty clean as well. Hunter's Fury on C, and Sentinels should know it's going to be C.
Damage, I believe, does actually come through, but Tens, oh my goodness, the recon bolt, how clutch is that? With all the line of sight breaks, Cyber Cage's cloud burst doesn't make a difference when everyone is revealed. Besides the last player left alive, has to use the hot hands just to try to get a little bit of a self-sustain into the mix, but he's in a 1v4 situation, and the counter hot hands will be there. Dapper credited with the kill. Another beautiful example of Sentinels defensive holds here on Haven, their most played map.
Yeah, round of 128. Round of 128 isn't going to be very interesting. It's going to be the top teams wiping.
It's going to be the top fragger.
Probably.
Here, let's take a look at it again. The info coming through is absolutely massive. I mean, you got the fact that Dap is there with traps. You got the fact that a rotation from Shazam, Recon's going to be available. And Val currently, they're not really able to get onto site. They had that one plant over towards A, where they got a successful 5v3 and traded equally 3-3. On that gun round, that was an important one for them to try and get some more damage done. Back onto the pistols now, Sentinels. No hesitation to start walking down, but they do get 10s punished.
Yeah, this is a double updraft play up the middle. Sick, getting aggressive, holding down the trigger, finds one. Dapper also pushing through B window. We'll get the neural theft off of that elimination. And it really now just comes down to Kuya, who had really nowhere to go. Timber, good luck.
See if Sentinels want to get aggressive, look for a punish first, and then maybe work up a 5v4.
Tense with the operator holding through the C garage doors. That'll be something new to the table when it comes to if Valkyrie do try to rotate late over towards the middle of the map. But for now, everyone just kind of, like you mentioned, waiting for aggression to come through into their faces.
And the first round, by the way, they wait. The first round they wait is the first round Sentinels are like, we're also going to wait. So Valkyrie are just kind of like, oh no, what do we do?
The Aldrone will help Zombs just a touch. He's playing a bit of an off angle, that's for sure. 3 members coming through. It looks like Valkyries are pretty confident that not all of that information was gained by Sentinels.
Zop is
huge.
huge.
Peeks through middle. He'll also walk away not seeing anything. So all of a sudden, Valkyries have crept up through A long. And with that kill onto Shazam, that's going to be a relatively open site. It's just Zombs who's here for now. He'll play his life in this corner, hoping to catch someone on long rotation, of which, hello, Yedge. So long, Edgy. No problem there. 10's going to be helping from the flank, and the retake is on. 4v3 situation. You do have the Blade Storm out if you're 10. Dom's making his way forward. Dapper able to find the first, but Sis in the corner. Good for 3 in a row, but the problem is
actually playing slower here. I think helps them get on site much easier, and they might want to think about doing that more.
Similar opening here, and oh my goodness, look at all the information off the recon bolt. Dom's going to have to play his life for as long as possible.
Oh, those darts. Oh,
a little bit of extra
those darts could have been so huge.
Makes it onto a couple, but the trades are still pretty decent, at least until Sick comes forward and really tilts the advantage in favor of Sentinels. Defense, Timber literally stuck in a corner, and he's about to be pushed by a number of Sentinels defenders. Not going to be good for the first one. The second one's going to be right there as well. So pretty clean stuff still, as Valkyrie have really yet.
I thought he was banned from GTRP.
The objective outside of a single time they've been able to
suspended. People need to start using the right word, you know what I'm saying?
Round before as well, if I'm not mistaken. So there's a defuse in there and a round 1. And obviously here you can see just multiple Sentinels members very fast on the rotate, and they're all holding down the line as well, because once they know that Valkyrie is stacked up over towards A sewers, they can just spray it down. Timber's obviously caught there by himself. And nothing else from Valkyrie over towards long. I mean, when Valkyrie go, they kind of stack really hard. Valkyrie at this stage haven't done anything like a split of any kind, no A splits. We're not talking about pushing shower and long at the same time. Hitchy on the Zombs, so that's really good. So here we go. Patience from Valkyrie paying off now.
Yeah, the Shazam, how good has he been with these Hunter's Furies? I feel like when we talk about Sovas that can find those off the rip, he is one that definitely pops him to the top of the conversation. 6 though. Ooh, awkward situation here, but the help was just enough. Kuya
not a bad idea, actually, but he had somebody supporting him, so.
So for Valkyries, they're once again a little bit stuck trying to find a way to execute onto any of these spike sites.
These guys ain't going to win. There's no way. There's actually no way.
Back of the site, but the problem is the defenders that are here for Sentinels are taking aggressive angles, one of which is from 10. He finds himself a second thought for a second. Maybe he gets the collat, but he'll just go ahead and...
Why are they back to the old overlay? Oh, just because it's the round of 128, probably.
9-1 up for Sentinels.
Valorant's overlay versus Nerd Street Gamers overlay, 2 different broadcasts.
This will be one of them again.
Yes and no. Nerd Street Gamers uses it as well.
Here,
later on.
Zombs is actually pushing through long, and like you mentioned, Shazam does find that first point of contact and comes out victorious.
It's just they just use the other overlay when it's a little bit more serious, that's all. Like I said, this is round of 128. It's kind of whatever. The pro teams are going to stomp. No serious competition. Once it's a serious competition and the stakes are high, that's when they'll throw in the actual like nice overlay.
This will be the first one we do see them pick up an operator. So see what Kuya might be able to do with that.
How about it? You ask him to do something with it, he absolutely provides, but there is an immediate trade, and Sick with this run it back is trying to maybe find a little bit more flash around the corner, but actually paranoia is spent to make sure that he doesn't get too far forward. Now Zombs will send one out in kind, but meanwhile, off screen, it's going to be a second elimination. Valkyrie are going to have numbers for the first time in a long time, and with that information off the neural, that they'll try to go to A, but Tens is here, and that might just be enough for Sentinels.
I was going to say, man, 4v3 is very doable here. That's going to be now deletion of the ultimate coming through on the side of Sis and Valkyrie, but they
I love it.
2 versus 3.
Just send it.
No, not like this. Sis had him flashed in a corner, couldn't find an elimination, and you allow him to find 2. Nightmare even committed the Hunter's Fury, try to clear space, doesn't walk away with any eliminations. Now, these shock darts that they hit could be good, but you do see Sick is trying to self-sustain at least partially off of his blaze wall. He gets to about half HP. Now the flash comes through, and Sick ends up finding more.
That could have been their second round.
Of things that you hate to see if you're a Valkyrie fan, that's got to be number 1.
And I think a lot of that comes down to
Valkyrie fan. What do you mean?
When the numbers are low, he gets the kill.
Is that actually a team?
There, I mean, it looked like he was kind of shooting circles for a moment. Granted, of course, the first few were free, but still impressive nonetheless.
I think I've seen. I think I've seen that exercise on AimLab. You know, just four free floating targets, something like that. Yeah.
I'll drone forward here. Ten's gonna make good on it, keeping the hot hand. Even gonna go a little bit further by using the ropes to move, but he does get tagged up by an Aldro. Now Dapper, the next one required to move forward. Patience there, friend, and he does get rewarded. It is the first few after all. Ten's looking for the last kill. Will find it a bit through the wall. That's 5 straight rounds for Sentinels, and beyond that, now they've got a 5-pack of ultimates to play with if they so choose to.
I know, I mean, this is the pistol from Valkyrie into the anti-eco into what I think was the most important round win for them so far, that round 3. Sentinels actually had a gun, so it was well, that's going to be one of the most important members from Valkyrie dead, one of their top fraggers next to Kuya.
Well, Nightmare, he really could do a lot just from this position. All of these surfaces, hard walls bangable, but no! He finds himself on the unfriendly side.
Dude? What are you doing?
Oh, that's tough. Spike gets planted. Kuya will find one elimination, but the resurrection will come into play. Kuya should have farmed that up one more time.
Dapper, you're a troll.
He actually has found another elimination. So
what
now
the
just like
fuck?
that, it's down to a 4v3 situation. Valkyrie in the retake. Timber good for the next engagement. Shazam trying to hold space, but not a really great angle where the spike is planted, so he's going to have to continue to try to peek this, and as he does, he finds elimination. Sick does have the Hunter's Fury, and oh boy, there's a couple of players that are lined up, but teleporting forward as Timber finds the kill, and Valkyrie will break up the monotony of 5 straight Sentinel rounds to find their 4th.
Not bad. I mean, that was some decent trades coming through from Valkyries. You have the Resurrection coming through as on the Punish. So what ends up happening is Valk's res ends up being successful, but Sentinels resing in. I mean, Sick gets the res, but instantly gets traded by Kuya, rather. So they're still down 1, and Valkyries just keep working the numbers, and eventually overpower. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Zombs just straight away dying. Tens doesn't go off this round. Shazam dies through the wall, and it's just Sick, and he's got way too many Valkyrie members converging. If that was maybe a 1v2, I think it's still winnable by Sick, because Hunter's Fury could potentially pick up a kill, delay the round further, and then he can maybe work 2 1v1s back to back, but a 4v1 is going to be a little bit too much.
Kuya a bit more aggressive on his opening angle with the operator. Didn't like the sounds around him, so he cloud bursts and dashes away. Sentinel still threatening for A. Tens will be responsible for the flank, and Yeji is right inside tube. And depending on the timing through the middle of the map, it could pay off massively for the retake attempts of Valkyrie, and that will come through. So the trade will be there. 3v3 we go, and Dapper once more will get the spike planted.
I don't like that
Valkyrie
wall.
Do have members coming around. So no one on the flank, actually, but that's fine. Let's see if Sentinels can work this post-plant. Zom's in a great position. Wall integrity is nice and high. He'll have a timing, sees that one player's above him. Swing at any moment, but finds the person down below first.
Oh my god, what an accident!
That eggs from Zombs.
What an accident! That was
How
sick,
about that
though.
for a flick of the day?
I don't know how intentional that 4th kill was, but you take those. Unbelievable. If this is on purpose, I am uninstalling every FPS I've ever played. But this shot, easy, no problem. This engagement here, I don't think he means to lock onto Yeji like he did, but we take those.
That was sick. We definitely take those, for sure.
Unbelievable. Insane spray down. Just the ability to find both kills there.
Valorant RNG, bro, any game.
Zom, slow down, baby.
CS, League of Legends, fucking Dota, any game. You can get
so
lucky.
Sentinels are holding on to that round as well, where
they're going to win the round anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Nightmare looking for a kill around the corner. Tens above him. Not Tens, Shazam, rather. Speaking of, Tens will go down, and Nightmare's revealing his position. Both shots from the shorty, unsuccessful. The heal comes on through, and the plant to follow.
Yeah, that hurts a lot. If you've got 2 free shorty shots, essentially, but you take that first one, and, well, now it's Shazam. Long range, good patient size, nothing he could do. So 7-4 so far through the first half. One more round to play. And you look at what's available ultimate-wise, you're just looking towards the Sentinel side of the scoreboard as they've got 3 ready to go. On the opposite side, a couple could be earned, but you're going to need a little bit of help for either Yeji or Nightmare to earn those 2 ultimates specifically.
I mean, ultimate orbs are still available to be picked up. Nightmare in particular could be looking for one. Doesn't have the support, though. No, I lie. Kuya is there. Importantly, Kuya has an operator this round. They picked up 4. I mean, there is an opportunity for Valkyrie to go for 5, and 5-7 would actually be very close. So, not impossible here, but Sentinels are potentially on the comeback now, popping those ultimates and speeding up over towards me.
What the heck are you doing?
Nice response for him for the first. Shazam will reset the Bladestorm with that headshot onto Timber. And even beyond that, trying to still move aggressively. Recon Bolt will clear off a lot of this B site. Shots over the top not going to be required from Shazam as Sick finds the kill, no problem. But Valkyrie's still have members that are nearby that could deny this spike being played. I mean, you see it's down just outside yellow at the moment. So one good shot from Kuya can turn this whole round into the favor of Valkyrie.
Shockdart's pretty good, actually. That's a good kill from Sick to follow things through.
Well, this is over once they win pistol.
Kuya and Nightmare will lose their respective 1v1s. The opportunity for Valkyrie to claim.
Somebody said, what's he doing? Lowering that buyout, baby. That's so fucking smart, dude. I don't know if they're on that level of brain, but holy fuck. That is so smart if that's true.
Really, you have to take that control
damn,
of the game.
Though, nice shots.
This was one of those big rounds for Sentinels as
He's
well.
He's just DMing. Oh my god.
Massive 4K. The Zombs Ace as well. Huge flex. I mean, again, even seeing that in slow motion impresses me. Like, seeing that in real time was disgusting enough. Seeing it in slow motion, I'm still like, yeah, that's still just as good.
Yeah, that's I still don't know if that was intentional or not. Would love to hear from him specifically on that.
I don't care. I'll give it to him.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because we've seen incredible things like that before from him.
My headcanon says everything they do is intentional. So, you know, I'll accept it. That's a W from me. I'll award that one over. So, Sentinels on the defense. Tens for the first kill, doesn't dismiss away, and will be a 2-for-1 trade into a plant.
Yeah, just trying to get this fight off. Good help from Timber. Does allow this fight to fully get
planted,
but
that guy's just whipping. Oh, Chassis!
For Sentinels look good.
Oh,
Chassis! About even, but the last couple.
I'm glad they won the round, but that was a
yellow container, no problem.
Situation where Sentinels probably pick up 10.
Oh, that's not the greatest dash we've ever seen through the slow orb. Shazam finds the easy first blood. Also knows that there's more to come. Says, oh, I've got help, so why not go ahead and just hold down the trigger and make this choke point completely done. Size will find one. A little bit of a pirouette from Tens trying to stay alive, and that will be our 10th round for Sentinels. Just a couple of the way here from getting into the next round.
And I'm starting to get some flashbacks into Haven because, yeah, if you remember what happened on Haven, you know, the Sentinels rotation's super fast, spraying down Valkyrie. Valkyrie are just trying to contact up. They're trying to walk up. They're trying to, you know, 5-stack into a side if possible at times as well. They're not really defaulting too much. Maybe this round they'll think about it. They're grouping up heavily over towards the mid. This is the important round. This will be the one where you get to find out if Valkyrie have what it takes or not, because they've won these round 3s before, but they were on the side where the inventory wasn't good. Now they have the guns, and with those guns, the first blood.
Kuya is a bit stuck right here. Sick trying to punish the first shock dart, and the second, not exactly what we're used to seeing. One hits down low, the other hits the side, and Sick gets punished. Nice wallbang shot there from Kuya. Finds himself one more, and that will be a 5v2 situation. Another great third round being put together here from Valkyrie.
5v2, it's looking good as well. I mean, Sentinels, what are they going to have to work with? Zombs onto the Spectre. He's going to have to go off again. Shazam, I believe, only has a Spectre. There were only 2 rifles, 10s, and Dapper had 1 each. And Zombs, there's multiple members converging around. Who will get the 1 kill, gets traded almost instantly. Now it's down to Shazam.
Timing,
and
dude.
speaking of down, Shazam is going to go down. And for Sentinels, can we get further than that? You can force Sentinels into an eco if you win this round. So very important one. Shazam has been spotted. No, I lied. The lair is going to force him to shoot. And now Sentinels pounce 2 kills instantly.
And the Empress for
God,
you know he's going to want to
the Phantom with Reyna is so nasty, man.
Yeah, G, last player left. 1v3 situation. Does have a resurrection and is going to not just consider it, wants to potentially use it, but the Very Orb gets denied. Oh boy. Well, SEAL Team 6 action coming through as Ten's just going over the top of the ropes, but it will be Zombs who gets the final kill credit.
To reveal this positioning, Zombs has got to back out.
Well, he'll pull out the knife, make sure he gets away as essentially insinuated by you there, Avril. But Sentinels do have 3 defensive members that are here, and they're going to play an early wall.
It's kind of cool.
How about this from Dapper? Gives himself just enough of a window to watch anybody crossing underneath that dark cover. And Shazam, who has taken a couple of shots around the back, means that Valkyrie are a little bit trapped right inside of green at the moment.
Honestly, they should cancel because, as you'd expect, I mean, Valkyrie, as soon as they reveal themselves on a site, they should know that Sentinel's going to fast rotate almost every single time, and possibly a timing here coming through from Dapper as well, and another kill to follow. This is going to be Dapper going off. This is his round, potentially, for Sentinels 4 versus 3. Valkyrie's going to stay B. They're going to stay the course, and they will be rewarded with 1 kill at least.
Got to give a little typical nod to Dapper with a little pistol toss over to see if he can bait some shots. Not come through. So 2v3 situation favoring Valkyrie until Sick has something to say about it. Recon Bolt comes through. If he finds information, he could pull the Hunter's Fury on this, but instead maybe just wants to play this a little bit more close to the chest alongside the Jet of Shazam.
That's not how that
20
works.
seconds to play. And Sick has read so much information. You have to plan if you're Valkyrie. Shazam up top just continuing to throw shoulders. Now the Hunter's Fury coming down. Just going to deny time, deny space. Pushes it through, misses the shot.
Oh no!
Last attempt for Nightmare to get this planted, and he will be able to just in the nick of time, but stay quick to try to contest. The 1v2 from the high ground. Will get the reload off, and Valkyrie have not even attempted to peek him yet, but now they'll have to. The Recon Bolt coming through. Sick take care of the size, no problem. But he's got absolutely no clue where the last player has gone to.
And Nightmare's got an ult.
Why?
That might be all that's required. He's going to pull it out
This guy
early.
just threw.
Sick moving fast. We'll find it. Oh, no.
That guy just threw, man. Are you kidding?
Beautiful stuff.
The second he shot that dart, he lost the round. 100% he lost the round.
Playbook. Yeah, the Hunter's Fury comes on through. You know what? I'm just going to run into this guy. I think at that stage, if you're Nightmare and you've missed the first shot, and if you've got a keen ear on you as well, you're hearing Sick running at you, at that stage, put that bow away, son. That's asking for some trouble. I'm a little surprised that Size just peeks there as well. When you're in a 2v1 and, I mean, you just give away a free 1-for-1, a 1v1, especially versus Sick, who would otherwise be on a, you know, duelist. He's now gone back to duelist on pretty much every other map.
That was played as bad as you could play a 1v1.
A 2v1 situation into a post.
Oh, man.
You know, Sick is all on his lonesome. And unfortunately, I think Valkyrie kind of fumbled that ball. So, not the best showing. Sentinels now on match point.
Shazam trying to stay concealed from the Owl drone. Will not scout him out. Over the top. First couple of knives will miss. Now Shazam's just down to a couple. Kuya trying to return the favor. A little bit of an anime battle, but it's Tens who will find elimination. I think your question stands. He's pushing in by himself into the heart of the defensive Sentinels. Wall will be down. That'll allow space for Dapper to get the resurrection. We'll go to a 5v3 for Sentinels, and we'll have to try to find a retake.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about Kuya then. Just running into multiple players, and, well, that seemed like almost a good angle to play with. All the members of Sentinels are going to come on through the defuse.
Expected. How's this game going?